Even if his area had not been plagued with phantom animal killers, the slightest sound could send him fleeing for his life. For out there in the black borders of his subconscious lived the new terrors. There were vampires sleeping in coffins by day, drinking the blood of innocents by night. There were werewolves, possessed by demons and sent into a raging insanity every time the full moon came out. There were ghouls, bloody horrors which robbed graves of the newly dead and fed on corpses. In other parts of the world, there were zombies, corpses themselves, who walked around in a catatonic state doing the bidding of some evil master. There were ghosts, witches, hobgoblins, dark and loathsome fiends which prowled the night. Is it any wonder that Renaissance man whistled loudly to buttress his courage? But the early scientists who had taken such a hard line on the two-footed dragon had been on the right track, and the reaction to this shift in monster emphasis was a hardened approach to monster labeling. It wasn't enough to see a monster anymore. Never mind that villages shut down with the setting of the sun, and no one in his right mind would venture out. The new science insisted that a beast be captured and examined before it could be accepted. If you couldn't lead scientists to a vampire or a werewolf stuffed away in a cage somewhere, waiting for them to pull out their calipers and flasks in boiling vats for a little controlled investigation, then no such creature existed. Not that this budding scientific approach always worked. An Englishman named Andrew Battelle, who lived in Africa in the 17th century, was said to have witnessed a very strange creature. A kind of great apes, if they might be so termed, of the height of a man but thrice as big in features of their limbs, with strength proportionable, hairy all over, otherwise altogether like men and women in the whole bodily shape. Scientists scoffed at the notion. Sheer fantasy, they insisted. Show us one, they said. If you can't show us one, it doesn't exist. And it remained fantasy for 200 years, until gorillas were finally officially discovered.